holidays. Get ready as we get ready for this new year, 2023. I wanted to speak on something that I'm very, very, very passionate about, and that's uniting the body of Christ. And I notice, like, every time we come around to this time of the year, you have this debate, division in the body of Christ on should Christians celebrate Christmas. And I'm gonna answer that question in this live. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's gonna be very brief because it's really not that. It's not no. It's not that hard to get an answer for this. Um, I'm not really that well versed around the world, but I'm very well versed about America. And in America, America has chose. I don't know when did this start or to celebrate Jesus Christ's birthday. Some may say, well, that's not Jesus' birthday. That's not in the Bible. If that's how you feel, I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. That's not in the Bible that was Jesus' birthday. And we don't have to look at it as his birthday. But set aside the 25th of December to celebrate Jesus' birthday. So my thing is this. We know that every day is a day to celebrate Jesus Christ. But if America, the country that we live in, have chose to set aside a day to worship and celebrate Jesus, where we come together as families, we give gifts. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Any given time where Jesus is being celebrated, it should be no division or debate about that, right? And I come up in a household where they didn't celebrate Christmas, and there's a lot of things that they really, didn't understand all the way. They just kind of had a religious spirit thing going on, and that's kind of like what it is today. People want to be so sanctimonious in the body of Christ. Well, at this time of the year, they will really have debates and have divisions and make it a big deal about celebrating Christmas when, as I said already, anytime that you coming together as a family, and it's just a day full of happiness. People get gifts, people give gifts, people see family that they don't see for probably once or twice a year. And we doing all this in the name and the remembrance of Jesus Christ. That should be celebrated. That should not have no negativity to come up against it. Right? Because they do have some people that don't attend church, but for Sundays on Christmas or Sundays on Easter or whatever these special holidays is, they attend church for those special days. And so it might be that one special Sunday that they went to church just to go celebrate Christ's birthday, celebrate Christ's resurrection, and they might hear something that changed their whole life. So why is we having division and arguments and debates on if Christians should celebrate Christmas? Like, my thing is this, and this is what I tell people all the time. Because, when you tell people, you say, well, listen, we Americans. And in America, it has been set apart that December 25th is the day where we celebrate Christ's birthday. Is that in the Bible? No. But that's the day that America have set apart to celebrate his birthday. And you will have a lot of Christians say, well, the Bible say do not conform to the ways of this world. Well, when the Bible's saying that you don't conform to the ways of the world, they're not talking about celebrating holidays, right? Because if that was the case, if you feel that way that would be your defense in the saying that's why you don't celebrate Christmas. Well, I would tell you this: don't celebrate your birthday, don't celebrate Thanksgiving, don't celebrate 4th of July, don't celebrate New Year's. We not doing what the world do. So don't celebrate none of it. Right? That would be my argument to somebody who would tell me, well, the Bible say don't conform to the way of the world. When the Bible say don't conform to the ways of this world, he talking about situations like, for example, homosexuality. I'm going to use that just for an example. Because we know what the Bible say in the Old Testament, the New Testament about homosexuality, but we know in America that law has been passed where homosexuality is okay. And so when it comes to sinning, that's what he's talking about. Don't conform to the ways of this world. Stick with the Bible. No matter what the world say, if it go against the Bible, don't conform to the way the world says okay, but stick to the Bible. That's what that means when he say don't conform to the ways of the world. But that does not mean anything to do. That does not have anything to do with holidays. And so, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I just wanted to put this message out there, just really a teaching to give you understanding on, because it just be so much division during this time of the year. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't, so, and I feel like this is the day that we celebrate Jesus' birthday. Whether it's in the Bible or not, this is a day that America has set apart. Just like they set apart a day for Mother's Day, just like they have set apart a day for Father's Day, just like they have set apart a day for New Year's, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, so on and so forth. This is the country that we live in, which is the greatest country in the world, by the way. And these are the things that have been set apart to celebrate. And today is the day that America chose to celebrate Jesus' birthday. And so anybody that come against that, it has to be about them trying to be sanctimonious. It has to be some kind of religious spirit that they under, because them saying that Christians shouldn't celebrate Christmas, it's just a bad doctrine. That's a bad doctrine. That's just a bad doctrine. I'm very, like I said, it's one of the things that I'm passionate about, and that's bringing the body of Christ together, because there's so much division in the body of Christ. And as we know that any house that's against itself cannot stand. And so we got to have division. If nowhere else, we got to have it in the body of Christ. And having these little petty arguments, debates, and division over should we celebrate Christmas, it should be obsolete. This is a day that America, once again, has set apart to celebrate Christ's birthday. And just like we celebrate everything else that America has set apart, we should celebrate that with Thanksgiving and enjoyment. We meet with our families, we share gifts, and it's all about love. And that's all I wanted to say on that, man. So, if you feel as though that you so sanctified that celebrating Christmas is being a part of the world, well, just have that same energy for Thanksgiving, 4th of July, New Year's, and all the other days, even Mother's and Father's Day. These are days, none of this in the Bible, but there's days that America have set aside to celebrate these particular days, right? And once again, like I said, aforementioned, they got people that don't never go to church, but for Easter, for Christmas, they go to church on those days. And one of those days that they go to church, for that one day of the year, that 2 days out of the year, they might hear something that changed their whole life, right? And so we got to stop having these little petty disagreements, debates that cause division in the body of Christ. Because, people, like I say, and I just want to repeat this, people will say, well, we're not supposed to conform to the ways of this world. Like I said, that does not mean holidays. That means for things that the Bible spoke against, that the world is going to eventually say is okay, as we see with homosexuality. And so that's all I wanted to say on that. And so, Merry Christmas, everybody. Of course, I had a great Christmas. My Packers won. And I'm watching the game right now. That's why I didn't cut my camera on. Plus, I'm a little under the weather. But y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Blessings.